Hey parents, Mr. Jim here. Ever since Osmo sent us our Genius Starter Kit, it's become the kids' favorite games to play with at home. The best part is how well they're designed to encourage learning in a way that's actually exciting. I've honestly never seen my kids pick up new skills as fast as they are after playing with Osmo. I can't help but play along with my kids as we're having a blast playing games that explore math, puzzles, art, reading, and more. Genius Starter Kits come with a base and reflector that fit most iPad models. Available at playosmo.com. That's playosmo.com. Osmo, learning well played. Hey friends, it's Mr. Jim, and welcome back to Kid Short Stories. If this is your first time or you're still newer to our family, I want to encourage you to try 5. That's our challenge where, for 5 days in a row, your kids listen to some awesome stories to use their imagination and watch their creativity come to life. You see, we make stories every single day for you, and you just never know what kind of story you're going to find on any given day. So hang with me for 5 days, whether maybe driving in the car or maybe during lunchtime. And I think you're going to find something pretty amazing happens. Well, friends, are you ready for today's adventure? Me too, let's go! It was a beautiful day as Sid was playing at a park near his house. He loved to go on all the swings and slides and climb on everything. It was a really cool park. Have you ever been to a playground like that before that just has a ton of different things to play on? Oh yeah, we love finding really cool playgrounds that we can play a great game of Lava Monster. That's what our family likes to play, where I'm the lava monster and they have to run away and not touch the wood chips. And then this slow lava monster tries to get them. As Sid was running around at the park with his friends, he was just having the best day ever. And then all of a sudden, he heard a sound. Bzz, 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 bzz. Oh, hey guys, I have this message. I gotta take this message. I'll be right over here. Sid didn't want anyone else to hear this super secret spy message from the spy team. So he walked over to the edge of the park and clicked the button to play.
Sid, we need your help. There is an apple orchard nearby that its entire apples have been eaten and stolen. We're not sure who have done such a terrible thing, but we need you to investigate. We'll send you the coordinates. Over and out.
Shh. Sid couldn't believe it. He loved apples, and who would do such a terrible thing of stealing all the apples from the apple orchard? Oh dear. All right, hey guys, I gotta head back home. I'll see you later. Sid waved goodbye to his friends, and him and his parents walked back home. He knew that he had to grab his spy gear before entering onto this mission. He ran up to his room, grabbed his gear, waved goodbye to his parents, and blasted out the window with his jetpack. He followed the coordinates that HQ had sent him, and it led him over towards some mountains nearby. But on that hillside was a beautiful apple orchard. Or at least there used to be one, because as he arrived, he could tell that something terrible had happened. All the trees and branches looked like they had been almost pushed over. Broken branches lay on the ground, but not an apple to be seen. What do you call an apple orchard with no apples? I guess just a forest. Well, as Sid arrived, he asked some questions to the owner of this apple orchard. Hello, my name's Sid. I'm with the spy team, and I see that something must have happened terrible here. Do you know what happened?
It was absolutely terrible. This giant, monster came and ate all of our apples. We don't know what to do. If you're able to return our apples, that would be very helpful. Oh my goodness, that's so terrible, said Sid. Do you have any video or anything showing me what I should be looking for? No, unfortunately, we don't have any cameras here at the apple orchard. There's some big footprints over here. Come take a look at these.
Sid followed the owner and couldn't believe it. The owner was pointing to some ginormous holes in the ground. "Those can't be footprints. Those things are huge," said Sid.
"Oh, I know. That's how big that thing was. It looked kind of like a lizard, but it was giant. Could have been a dragon."
An apple-eating dragon. Very strange, but all right, well, thank you for explaining all this. I hope to find your apples, sir, and I'll let you know if I do.
"Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Good luck, and be safe."
The owner waved goodbye as Sid blasted off on his jetpack. He was trying to follow the footprints, and it looked like they were headed in this direction. Pretty soon, he saw exactly where they went.
"Holy smokes! It looks like those tracks go right into that
huge cave on the side of that mountain. Oh dear, I think that giant thing must live in that cave. Let me fly closer and see if I can check it out."
He flew his jetpack closer, hovering over the ground, but right in front of the entrance to the cave. He didn't see anything, but then, all of a sudden,
"Ow! Hey, let me go!"
shouted Sid.
"You're coming with me."
It was the giant apple-stealing lizard dragon thing.
It had grabbed onto Sid with its claws and was pulling it into the cave.
"Let me go! Hey, let go of me! Ouch! Let me go!"
"You're going in here. Stay here,"
said the giant apple-eating lizard dragon. He dropped Sid into a cage and closed the door.
"Where am I?"
As Sid coughed and looked around, he realized that he had been captured by that creature, and there were several others inside of this cave.
"Keep an eye on him. I'm going to look for more apples."
And off that giant creature flew. There were two other apple-eating lizard dragons guarding the cage that Sid was in.
"Please let me go. I'm just here to..."
Holy smokes, that is a lot of apples. Sid could see right behind all those lizard dragons that there was a giant pile of apples.
"You've got to let me go. I'm not an apple."
"We're not letting you go. You're going to tell everybody where all of our apples are. You're never getting out of here,"
said one of those giant apple-eating lizard dragons. Sid was stuck and did not know what to do. Over the next several hours, all Sid could do was sit there in his dark cage in the cave. Every once in a while, one of those apple-eating lizard dragons would toss him an apple and he would be able to eat a snack. But finally, as the day rolled on, something happened that gave Sid a chance to escape.
It's time to take a nap."
All of a sudden, those two apple-eating lizard dragons fell asleep. Sid remembered that lizards or dragons are reptiles, and that means they're cold-blooded. They need sunlight to stay warm and alert and awake. Ever since they were given the job to look after Sid and keep him in his cage, that means they've been inside of the cave in the darkness for several hours. Their bodies are starting to slow down, which means they're gonna take a nap.
"This is my chance,"
said Sid to himself.
"I gotta reach for the keys."
One of the apple-eating lizard dragons fell asleep right next to the door.
And Sid squeezed his arm out through the bars and reached for the keys, and finally, he got them. Okay, now I just gotta unlock the door really quietly so that I don't wake him up.
He carefully put the keys in and was careful to not jingle them because that might wake him up. He unlocked the door and slowly opened it, and off he ran. He grabbed his spy gear that was laying on the ground at the entrance to the cave. He threw on his jetpack and blasted off, which woke up the apple-eating lizard dragons.
"Hey, what was that sound? What the? Oh dear. Larry's not going to be happy about this."
It was then that they realized that Sid had gotten away. As Sid blasted off, he called into HQ and told them the coordinates of the cave. Shh! HQ! I found all those stolen apples! There's some kind of apple-eating lizard dragon out here and he's stealing all the apples. Send out a team here and you should be able to bring all these apples back to the orchard. Over and out. Shh! Wow, great job, Sid! You saved the day and all of the apples from that apple-eating lizard dragon. That apple-eating lizard dragon has got to find a new way to get his own apples and not steal them. Maybe those apple-eating lizard dragons can make their own orchard on top of that mountain one day. The end. Great job, you listened all the way to the end, and you know what time it is. It's time for Kid Shoutouts. I want to say hey to Isla and Logan from Portland, Oregon, Maximus from California, Eddie, Zach, and Rose from Minneapolis, Minnesota, Marin from Shawnee, Kansas, AJ and Charlie from Columbia, South Carolina, Oscar and Lucius from Vancouver, and Connor and Michaela from Sydney, Australia. I'm so glad that you're all on the Kid Short Stories family and on the Spy team. We could not stop Dr. Stinky Breath and his crew without you, my friends. Well, you have a super duper day, and I will see you next time. Bye!